What lessons did you learn last year that will help this team this year in terms of adversity and persevering and still managing double-digit wins in spite of everything you guys went through last year?
Just got to stay healthy. That's really it. I mean, I wouldn't say I really learned any new lessons that I hadn't learned over 13 years as far as, what it takes to win. I think probably the best thing from last year was a reset on an appreciation for winning, an appreciation for what it takes to win and how hard it is to win. I think within our walls, within our team, I think that was probably the biggest thing, and just how quickly things can, escalate. I mean, I've never been through a year in all my career like that. From an injury standpoint, I don't know if it was kind of a symptom of COVID or what, I don't know. And just freaky stuff. And most of it was offense, so it led to just a lot of, just couldn't really ever have any continuity. But at the end of the day, it was just great to see the foundation of the program, really shine. I thought how we finished was spectacular, and we lost to the national champion, and both teams scored 3 points, and they obviously had the pick six was the difference. We lost to a great NC State team at their place, double overtime, and we lost to the ACC champion. So I mean, we were competitive, even though we were a little hamstrung in some areas. We didn't play as well as we needed to in certain areas. But I think the biggest thing is just kind of a reset on the appreciation for how hard it is and what it takes. I think that has served this team well coming out of spring.
How much interaction do you have with Will Taylor right now? Obviously he's with baseball, but does he do anything with you guys in terms of mentally or anything, or is he all baseball? And when will he?
He comes over and eats all the time. He comes to the training room and all that stuff. So I see him actually a good bit, and text with him quite often as well, and just really supporting him in his baseball role right now. But he'll be ready to roll once baseball's over, and can't wait to get him back out there.
How good is it to see him actually back competing?
It's great. I went and watched him Sundays. First time I've had a chance to go over there, and I think he was 4 for 13 right out of the gate first weekend. That's pretty dang good. And then I think he had a couple maybe yesterday, had a couple hits or so. But he's it's fun. It's fun to see him back out there doing, and just awesome to see him make a contribution right away. I think baseball sees exactly what we see in football. That's why you saw us put him out there right out of the gate. I don't know when the last time I started a true freshman as a punt returner on the road in a game like that. Maybe the first, but that's how confident we were in him. He's a unique competitor and really, really talented. It's a shame he got hurt when he did, because we were just starting to really kind of transition him. But he's in a good spot. He mentally continued on through the season and built a good foundation from a receiver standpoint. We spent a lot of one-on-one time together actually during the bowl prep. He and I, just doing some drill stuff and technique stuff, and really trying to teach him, as we transition into receiver. He's got a good foundation of our offense, and got a bright future for us.
Dabo, speaking of injuries, are you pleased with some of the progress that some of the guys that were held out of spring have made?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we had 2 new guys kind of get, and actually it was both freshmen. Lucas dove for a ball and hurt his shoulder. We had to fix that. And then Adam Randall, towards ACL. Both those guys are doing great. And the rest of the guys, I think we had 21 guys out for the spring game, but they were all, seasoned guys coming off of season injuries and surgeries, postseason surgeries. They're doing well. I mean, we're in a really good spot right now, and so hopefully we can build on that. And I think by the time we start, our summer one, I think the guys we start summer one the 16th of May, but the 23rd, I think most of our guys will be back in here, and kind of getting back into the off-season program. I'd say by June 1. We'll pretty much have everybody, a full go outside of just a couple of guys.
Go ahead.
Draft was a couple weeks ago. Justin didn't hear his name called, but it sounds like he's going to get a really good opportunity with the Chiefs. Yep. How excited are you for him, and what are conversations like with him as far as what he's kind of going through right now?
I'm super excited for him. I mean, it's a blessing, and that's what I reminded him. And you know, as it turned out, there were only 4 teams that cleared it. So that's a pretty small group to be drafted from, and I think they all know that. I think the writing was on the wall that he was going to end up having to be a free agent. You know, I'm really excited that the Chiefs got him. I've communicated with Coach Reed a couple of times. They're excited to have him, and I mean, he's Justin Ross. I mean, there's no questions about Justin Ross when it comes to playing football. You know, but there's obvious questions when it comes to, okay, where is he health-wise? He broke his foot. Obviously, he missed all that time with the surgical procedures in his neck and back area. So he'll do just fine. If the good Lord keeps him healthy, the football will come easy for him. And I mean, just he might be the greatest free agent ever if he stays healthy. You know, so. Not surprised, you know. I knew he could be anywhere from 4th round to free agent, and but I didn't know that only 4 teams actually cleared him medically. So it's a pretty small group, but the Chiefs were one of those teams, and that's where he decided to go. And he's super excited about the opportunity that he has. And like I said, if he stays healthy, he belongs, and the rest will take care of itself.
One more, gang.
What are you most excited about this upcoming season?
What am I most excited about? Just getting back out on the field, man. Every year when we kick it off, I mean, to me, it's just another year, and every year is a blessing. It's always I love the new challenge every year because it is a different team. You know, I like kind of trying to figure out how to navigate, you know, that team, put it all together. The challenge of the season, different. We have a lot of different coaches in our league, a lot of different coordinators. So, you know, just looking forward to getting the Valley back open, and we've done a lot of things at our stadium, which I think is going to be really cool. We got some things going on in our facility, construction-wise, that'll be done this July. So I'm just looking forward to, you know, hopefully having a chance to get back out there and compete.